Just kidding.
Dear Heavenly Father,
I am very
please
anti-religious.
make me rich so I can
we put a
help
filter?
abolish ICE.
Yeah, we'll do filters. We have the soda app.
Yeah, cool.
What the
Just
hell is
make me
soda
like
app?
extremely
What
like
is the soda
Chinese
app?
looking.
Soda
where
app
they
makes
use the
you look
strong
Chinese.
ass
Yeah.
to like
And then just poof.
their eyes are just big
There's
and
like
their
a border.
chins are really small and
Yeah.
their skin's like all blurred. I want that.
We're gonna do that. Yeah, we're gonna do
I
that.
need that.
Yeah,
You
that'll be
need
the
that?
first
Me
clip.
too.
Need that real
Me
life.
too.
Okay,
I'm
we're
down.
Real life.
Okay, that'll be the first clip of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, 3, 2, 1. Hi, my name is Derek,
My name is Matt.
My name is Ashley.
My name's Amanda.
and together we're
Swift
Drip
Drip
Dialogues.
Dialogues.
Wow, it's been a
It's been a
while.
minute.
It
huh?
has been a minute.
Yeah.
Everyone
Well,
left me hanging. I want to go SwiftDrip.
I know.
let's try that again. 3, 2, 1.
Drip
Drip
dialogue.
dialogue.
Drip Dialogues.
Drip
Drip
Dialogues.
Dialogues. Cool. Yeah, hosted by SwiftDrip, your favorite drip company's favorite drip company. Yeah. Welcome to season 2. We're finally in season 2, and it's been a journey. We've grown so much, and it's now the new year. Speaking of New Year's, this space looks nice.
New
Yeah.
year, new me.
New year, new place too, or new additions to the podcast area.
Yeah, I know it looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like the lamp. The
True.
mushroom. The
Must
mushroom
have
lamp.
How'd you guys spend your New Year's?
I was working, and then no, there was no code for me. That was Thanksgiving. There was a code. New Year's not for me.
Did you hear about the 12 cherries at midnight?
12 grapes.
Grapes under
it
the
grapes?
table.
Okay,
Mhm.
what is it supposed to mean, and where did it come from?
I don't know where it came from.
Some trend, I think.
You're gonna find love.
Yeah.
I think it's a Hispanic thing, like a Hispanic like
I
urban.
thought it
I
was,
thought it was a
I thought it was an
Chinese
Asian
thing.
thing.
Oh,
We gotta get fact checked.
I don't know,
Oh,
but
shit.
it's you find love. In
Is
the
that
new
the
year.
that's the reason to find love?
Mhm.
What's the rationale behind
I'm
it?
You
gonna,
gotta
I'm
find
gonna
love
ask
within
ChatGPT
yourself.
right now.
Yeah.
How'd you? Wait, no, you came back from Asia. How was
Mhm.
Asia?
Oh, yeah, I spent New Year's in Taiwan, and then I was in China. Total like 24 days, a little over 3
Dang.
weeks.
Dang, the company missed you.
Did it really?
Yeah,
Yes,
we did.
I
Yeah.
was struggling.
For real.
Yeah.
Derek was like, I've never done so many drips.
No, I'm used to it, but like you've been.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah, usually I get the last minute calls. I
Mhm.
don't really get like the scheduled ones,
Uh huh.
but the last minute ones.
That's usually how it is, though.
Yeah.
Just move closer to.
You were close. It comes
For-
from Spain.
Oh,
yeah.
The 12 grapes at midnight. Each grape stands for luck, prosperity, and protection. Eating it under the table is specifically tied to love and romance, finding a partner or strengthening a relationship or manifesting a rom-com main character energy.
So you're telling me it's witchcraft?
Pretty much.
I
So
love
I should
witchcraft.
be eating 12 grapes, just not under the table, but that's for luck.
is there like a time period? Like, cause I feel
I
like
think it's
ate
within.
12
I
grapes.
think it's within
at
that
midnight.
midnight.
At New
Yeah,
Year's
within
also.
that
Mhm.
minute
So
at
you
midnight.
got to wait till next year.
Do you guys have any
Yeah.
resolutions or?
I'm just trying to cut again.
I'm like,
trying to cut.
I want to do resolutions, but I know there's like a big stigma about resolutions. So I just kind of just manifest. I did like a list of the things I want though in the new year.
Okay.
I don't really do like resolutions anymore.
Yeah, I just kind of like, I'm just gonna do this.
I'm just too old, I think.
What?
Just
You are?
You're too old.
yeah.
I didn't even know there's an age limit to that thing. Shit.
I think you just kind of grow out
I
of
think
it,
my-
actually.
I feel like my patients tell me they're doing some resolution, and they're like 70.
I'm not a patient.
To not get septic.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, I hope it's
stay
not to
alive
come
to
here.
make it through.
Yeah, to see another year.
There
I
you
think
go.
I think when you get older, that's how it is. Just
Mhm.
try to ride it out a little bit longer.
Now that I'm older, it's just more like my kids being healthy, me being healthy, like no new diseases or things this year.
it's the same thing as the patients. Then
Pretty.
see, they know, they got that wisdom.
We know.
Yeah, they know. Them 70-year-olds got that wisdom for sure.
Dang, are you saying I have like the mind of a 7-year-old?
You got that wisdom. You got the wisdom of a 70-year-old. You take that.
Thank you.
Take that how you like it. But yeah, no, I don't really do. I'm also the same as Amanda. I don't really do like resolutions.
Really?
Yeah, I'm really just like, I usually am just like, as long as I'm different from last year, that's all that matters.
Maybe the term
For worse or
resolution.
for better, doesn't matter. Just
Yeah,
different.
I just can't be the same, bro.
Oh.
Yeah. If I look back and then I'm like, I haven't changed at all, I get pissed. I feel like that happened like 4 years ago, and then now I'm like, okay, I have to go through a change like every year or something. So my hair's different for the most part.
I feel like that kind of resonates as long as it's not like, I mean, as long as one thing for me changes as far as like, I mean, growth. Like if I grow in one area, whether it be like an inch or a mile, then I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, that works. Anyone getting new jobs?
I want to. Now that I'm almost done with my first year in a few months, I would like to transition out, like repeatedly grow.
I keep forgetting you're like a new grad.
I know.
New grad.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
forgetting
I'm
that
new.
too.
Like not even 1 year. 1 year's in May.
Damn.
She's a baby.
Yeah, no,
Just
for
a
real.
baby.
You got the wisdom of a 17-year-old.
There you go.
Just kidding. You also got the wisdom of a 7-year-old.
Canceled. Jail.
Yeah.
Immediate. Look at this bullying. This is why don't be a nurse. Look at this. Bullying.
Nurses eat their young.
Bro, yep.
See, I
Meets to the young.
was eaten young
Wait,
and
yo,
was
that sounds
eaten
bad.
into my adolescent, teenage, and adult years as a nurse. And I feel like I kind of try to take individuals like you under my wing and be like, this
Yeah,
is what
take
we're
me
going to
under your
do.
wing into NICU.
Come into the NICU.
Yeah.
Do it. I feel like you'd be a good
Is it
preceptor.
necessary for me to get like adult ICU experience first, and
I
then
went
NICU?
straight into NICU right out of school.
Oh
see?
dang.
hmm
Was there a shortage like back then or?
No,
there's
the
some
school that I went to had a program where we did all of our clinicals at a specific hospital. And then our 5th semester, we had like a preceptorship like program where our clinical hours were 15 12-hour shifts, whether it be day or night. And you applied to specific units, and the school actually is the one who picked where you went, and you gave them your top 4 choices.
Dang, it's like a charter school.
It kind of was. And
cool.
I got my top choice. There were only 4 people let into the NICU. And I was actually in Europe when we knew that the openings were going to go out, but they weren't actually supposed to go externally. They were only going to be internal for people transferring from other units into the NICU. And I was emailing literally every day. I had everything uploaded, like ready to go. And I was fortunate and got hired in straight out of nursing school. So that
Dang.
doesn't happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like NICU is always like a very competitive
And
specialty that a lot of like people fight for.
it has a really high turnover rate though, too.
I bet. I can't imagine like
Because it's like emotionally exhausting.
Yes and no. It's probably, in my experience, from what I've seen and spoken with other specialties, it is the cattiest. So,
Oh.
Oh
yeah.
man.
I feel like because everyone's mama bear mode, even the like parents especially.
yes and no. It's more so like the politics of the unit. But again, that's why I went.
Were you
why-
already a parent when you
Mhm.
got into
Mhm.
NICU?
Yes.
I see.
Yeah,
Does
see.
does
Maybe
being
time
a
to make a
parent
baby.
inform your nursing when?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If I had become a NICU nurse without being a parent, I don't feel I would be able to connect with the parents on an emotional and empathetic level that I do.
I wonder how new grads who don't have kids.
I mean, I've seen the new grads, even the younger ones who are like 22, 23 years old, be amazing NICU nurses. It really just depends on how involved you want to be.
Your heart needs to be in NICU. then,
Yeah,
or
it
something.
really
Yes, yeah.
does. And if it's not, you're gonna be hating life.
Yeah, I feel like that. I could kind of like, if I were to put myself into those shoes, like being in NICU, I feel like, yeah, like you can be good, like just going straight into it if your heart's into it. But then if you have that level of like, I understand because I'm also a parent too, it adds a little bit more of a layer.
It definitely does. I think like having to raise kids as well, like having to explain certain things because kids ask a million questions, and having to like give them examples that they can understand, that translates into giving parents examples that they understand of what is going on with their child. So I think that helps a lot too.
Yeah, I feel like NICU is hard too, because like at least with an adult you could be like, hey buddy, what's going on, like what you feeling. Then at least with the baby it's like why, you know, like what's going on, talk to me in English.
That's mad with the baby. He just like
I can't do
tell me
I
what
would
you're
only
doing.
NICU, bro. That's why I'm like, I already think like, because I talk with my friends sometimes who are parents, they're like, yeah, I just don't know what my kid wants. Like I gave them food, I burped them, I did everything, checked, no pure poo, and they're still crying. And sometimes they just want to cry for the sake of crying.
It all, honestly, it all comes down to vitals and numbers. It's the science of it. Understanding what lab values you're going to see drop when they have, you know, NEC, and, you know, when they're starting to run a fever, or when their temp drops. That's like, you know, that they're starting to get sick. So it all comes down to numbers and having to translate that into, okay, this is what I think is going on.
Okay.
That they tell you, just not with words.
Not with words, yeah. I was gonna say, I feel like, because like that's also the basis of like nursing too, right? But then it's like, it's just harder because like I feel like with an adult there's a lot more telltale signs.
Yeah.
With a baby it's just like, okay, I can kind of assume what's going on, but I'm still unsure. Well, I guess that's also true for adults too. Oh. But
You know, I started to wonder, like, would I be a better NICU nurse now than if I, like, 3 years ago when I wasn't a parent? And you know what? I feel like my empathy towards parents, motherhood, parenthood, fatherhood has grown immensely with much more reverence. Now that I'm a parent, because back then I was like, it's a kid, whatever. But now, like, when you see every kid and every baby, it just hits
You see your own
different, you
child.
know? Yeah.
But you have to be careful that that's one of the reasons why NICU has such a high turnover, high burnout rate, is because you build those relationships and you have that empathy, and it can take a toll on you. So you have to learn to be there and be empathetic, but also compartmentalize certain things as well.
yeah,
I'm
you gotta
not
have
good at
boundaries.
dissociating. No, like
Everybody knows
even
when
watching the
that was in
pit, I was
years.
crying.
You would probably adopt some babies.
You
Probably.
would.
Dude,
You'd
yeah,
go
I
home
would.
with so many babies.
I would probably ask the parents, like, can you give me like an update on the kid? Like, how are they
Oh my God,
doing?
you'd be a godfather
So,
to
Yeah,
no,
100%.
many
it-
babies.
Yeah.
That happens actually. They have what's called primary nursing. Yes, and I actually just had one of my first primaries. I think I was probably around your nursing at post nursing school age, and I took my first primary, and he just turned 3 in October, and she sends me pictures and stuff of him all the time. So that happens.
Oh, yeah, that's so good then.
God, I already know you. You'd be godfather to so many babies.
Are there a lot of guys in NICU or?
There are quite a bit actually. There
You'd
are
be like,
quite a
I
bit.
can hang out. I got a baptism.
Yeah, I got my
Matt's
god
like, "I'm
kid's
sorry, I'm
birthday,
busy."
bro. 100%.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's why. But that's like the thing. Like, what I don't like about nursing is I don't know how the story ends. But then when you hear about what happens after, like with that case, is like a kid grows up, then it is pretty nice, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why, like, you know, like, I just always wonder, like, I wonder what they're doing, you know, how they're doing. You know, that one patient that I took care of, like, years ago, who, like, I don't remember their face, or I don't remember exactly the context of, like, our conversation, but I do remember, like, them being a very pleasant person.
Yeah.
Yeah. But speaking of, like, going back to the topic of, like, New Year, this is, like, how do you guys feel about the year now, like, with so much stuff going on? Like, I remember last year at the start, it was like fires happening.
Oh,
And now we got like a freaking blizzard of like exploding trees. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're talking about the weather? I
Yeah.
thought we were talking
thought
about
we were
other
talking about other
things.
stuff.
I mean, we
The
could talk
weather,
about that.
The political weather.
Yeah, we could talk.
The political
Just ice is
climate.
never good, you know what I mean?
Ice is never
Ice is just not good, bro.
I mean, you know, especially I have a lot of opinions.
Yeah, I
on
think you
what's
and I
going on.
both are just like.
I've
Can you guys give me the rundown? I've been in
I've
China.
physically gone under it. Yeah.
So when the rundown, from what I understand, I could be wrong because I don't have the computer on me, but it was what, like 2 months ago that like Trump sent a whole bunch of ICE agents to Minnesota Because originally there was like a Somalian like daycare that was under investigation from some like Republican teenage YouTuber trying to prove that like, oh, it's like a money laundering
that's
scam.
where the
This is
Somali.
where
What
it
the
started.
fuck? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's how it
This
started.
is how it started.
It literally
I had
started
a friend,
from that.
like making like posts about it, like he was just making like, I don't know, satire about like, yeah, see me run a Somalian day or some shit like that.
And it was all like the pics of like
yeah, and
yachts
I was
and stuff.
so confused.
That's
I was
how
like,
it started.
I thought he had like smoked a little too much. I was like, he's gone.
That's how it started.
No, yeah, it started with
Is
that.
it a meme? And then they sent troops over to Minnesota.
They didn't send troops. They sent ICE.
They sent ICE. Yeah,
Sorry,
they just
ICE.
sent ICE just to like basically target Somalians out there.
They defunded.
Yeah,
like,
they
childcare.
defunded education, like the funding for education, funding for like daycare places. When like, I guess the guy was visiting during like not proper hours, and then also it's like it's a daycare, like you don't want some random stranger to be able to see your kids there, you know. So basically, there was a whole investigation from the FBI, like a separate one compared to like what ICE was doing, and then FBI found there's like no issues with
There's
compliance.
No violations, yeah.
Yeah, like they're all like it was all properly done. If anything, I think I heard, and I gotta fact check this one too, but I guess there was some kind of like money laundering thing going on, and then the person in charge of it like wasn't even Somalian. So it's like, but basically because of that whole like influencer, like that MAGA dude who just wanted to, like, I guess just want to get a lot of popularity. Yeah, he wanted to get, stir the pot, want to get a lot of views. Ever since then, like ICE has been in Minnesota just like kidnapping people, and then boom. Then next is like Renee Good, which was I think at the start of this month. This month feels long and short.
I feel like
Yeah.
it's been 800 days long.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it felt.
This month feels like, I still feel like it's both like January 18, but also feels like it's January 247, you know?
yes.
Like, I don't know how that's possible, but this month feels super long. And then the whole shooting of Renee Good, completely innocent. But then it's like, obviously I don't want to think this, but I could see how people are justifying that, like, you know, she's using her car as a weapon. I don't agree with that.
I don't agree, but I can respect the fact that you're trying to like give both sides.
Yeah, I could see how some people would think that, and obviously it's not right. And with my own eyes and ears, I honestly believe that she was not trying to hit the guy with her car. But then next is I think last week there was already two headlines. The first headline is of a 5-year-old kid who was not only detained by ICE, but used as bait to get his dad to come out.
Yeah.
So the older brother of that 5-year-old kid came home later that day with like both the dad and his brother taken away from ICE.
So the house was completely empty. And
no, I think there's a mom. I think from what I understand, there's a mom. When I was reading the GoFundMe, I think it's the mom and the uncle who are like, and the older brother who are still present in the household, but they don't have the legal funds for like for a lawyer, for like immigration lawyer. So the GoFundMe is going towards that and expenses. And then, so that happened last week? It was last week. It was at work.
a couple days before Pretty.
Yeah, it was. I think it was Thursday, and then Pretty was like Saturday. I want to say
There was another one today.
Yeah, there's another one in
Really?
Arizona, which
In
not
Arizona,
getting a lot of
There's
attention.
no information
Yeah.
really that's being put out. There's no videos. It's
Can we do the Pretty one? Like, what happened there? I just
Dude,
see a
that
bunch
one-
of like nurse. I'm like,
yeah.
huh?
He was
because
he was
an
an ICU nurse that worked for the VA, which I'm a veteran too. So like that, it really hit hard. He has a concealed carry. He was actually trying to defend another woman from ICE they were like pepper spraying her. I've seen the videos from a couple different angles. He was trying to protect her. They pulled him off of her, pulled his weapon. He was filming them, and they got pissed off.
He wasn't using.
No, they pulled his weapon out of his waistband. There was like 5 or 6 guys. He was on the ground. One of the ICE officers grabbed the weapon out of his waistband, walked away, ran away with the weapon, and then the officer near his backside and feet pulled out a gun and started shooting And then from another angle, you can see another ICE officer backing up and clapping.
Yeah. It's like it's so disgusting.
And
like, I have goosebumps.
it's
Literally
really
goosebumps.
frustrating because there's a lot of like big nursing brands and communities and nurses period on my feed who are now coming out and like saying stuff, and it's like, why are you saying something now? Because they were one of your own. Why were you not speaking up when it was Renee Good? Why were you not speaking up, you know, when it was the little boy? Why were you not speaking up 5 months ago? Why did you not say anything to me when I got shot in the back of the head? Like, why were you not saying anything? But now you want to speak up? It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense.
When did you get shot?
Last June, when everything was very still peaceful, I got shot in the back of the head with a flashbang. Ended up in the ICU and had a brain bleed and have staples and a lovely scar. So this hits home for me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How long was I in China for?
No,
Now
this was
that you were
last year,
here.
girl. This was last year, girl.
You were here during that time. Or
I was in.
that was when the protests in
school.
LA had like started.
They had just started.
Yeah,
Everything
just
was
started.
still very peaceful.
pretty
Like
That's when it started.
back in June. It was
I
June
feel
9th.
like it's been like longer. I feel like it's been like a war.
The
we've
fact
been
that this
dealing
is
with.
Trump's only like his first
Year
year
one.
only, and it's like
We're not
what
even
the-
to midterms yet. Like,
Yeah.
it's insane.
I mean, maybe they're just stirring the pot right now because they know they're gonna lose. I mean, not to make
Yeah.
this a political podcast, but I have a pretty good feeling that they're just stirring the pot, making sure they're just.
well, he's
fucking
kind of
everything
changed
up.
his tone with the Peretti shooting because
Yeah.
he's been asked so many questions,
Mhm.
and even I don't want to say the letters that we call her on TikTok, but the Caroline, her public speaker. They're all saying like, oh, like we're gonna let the investigation happen. Whereas the one with Renee Good, they were like, she was a domestic terrorist, da 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 da. Like this was her fault. But with this, now they're like taking a step back and being like, we're gonna let the investigation happen. We're gonna let the investigation happen. They're not like pointing fingers at the victim.
Because the people are applying pressure on the administration. Okay.
I'm
And
confused. So, Peretti. So he wasn't like fighting back. He was just recording, just like
he was recording and he was trying to protect
like
another.
trying to cover her or something
Yeah.
like.
Yes,
Please
no,
step
he
back. But
literally-
he
yeah.
didn't like push anyone. How many shots did they fire?
10
And while he was on the floor,
on the ground, and they had
just
taken
like
his weapon,
helpless.
hands down,
Like,
face down, on his
he's
knees.
being
They
kneed
shot him in
down.
the back.
Execution style, 10 shots.
Yeah.
That's not
Do
justified.
we have like ID on the shooter or like ID
Not yet,
on?
as far as I know.
Dude, they better keep that locked down because people are gonna riot.
They
They
already
have
are.
been.
I
They
mean,
already
but
are.
like,
Yeah, I mean,
we don't even know the I don't know. That's crazy.
No,
And then the clapper.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, with
Yeah, it's
the Renee
disgusting.
Good shooter, Jonathan Ross, they have his house blurred out on Google Maps. The day that it actually happened, there's video of his wife like pacing the driveway, and then like 6 or 7 hours later, there were like federal agents who came to the house, packed up the house with like bins and stuff, left, and him and his family have been in hiding ever since. So, just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like so disgusting. Like I've never wanted to take a social media break before in my life until all this. But it feels wrong to like turn a blind eye in like times like this, you know? And it's like also I think in the future when I'm like an old dude who not only has the wisdom of a 70-year-old but the body of a 70-year-old in the hospital bed, and then somebody asked me, oh, like, you know, a young nurse asked me like, oh, well, what were you doing during the time of like, you know, Trump's reign, like second reign? And then it's like, you know, I don't want to say like all I do is repost, you know. I try to donate or something. I thought of helping out, like I thought of doing like, you know, like the Doctors Without Borders for like during Gaza, but I know my parents would be stressed out too much. I can't put that strain on my parents.
I'll keep you in the loop because I was just at a protest the other night.
Oh, you are? Which one?
We figured.
Oh.
My community figured out where ICE was staying.
Oh, in the hotels?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Where are they?
There's some in
Never mind.
Pasadena right now.
They're
apparently.
everywhere.
Dude, they are.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like.
Oh
my
well,
God,
okay.
I
Let me
feel
tell you about a story about this
unsafe.
morning.
Mm.
I mean, I'm not sure. Okay, so I mean, obviously tensions are high wherever you fall on the fence when it comes to what you believe, if ICE is wrong or not. Obviously, I stand on ICE is wrong. We gotta abolish ICE. Fuck them, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I was in a very predominantly white neighborhood, and where I parked for this client's drip was in a plaza. I was told instructions to park there by the client. Did the drip, blah, 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 came back, got my stuff. And, I was like, oh, I'm going to record some videos right now for content for the thing. And then this older white guy with a camo hat came up to me like, hey, what business do you have doing here? And I'm like, I'm filming content for my company. Are these any of your companies right here? This is private property. I'm like, I'm aware of that. What business do you have doing here? I had a client in this plaza. Oh, that changes things. And then he texts someone, and then he just left. And I'm like, okay, I'm bouncing.
Oh,
I'm fucking bouncing.
That's
Like,
sus.
Oh my God.
I don't know if they were trying to protect. Maybe they thought I was ICE,
Yeah.
but I mean, just the optics of like this older white dude with the camo hat.
That's so
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah,
because-
and I'm like,
and some people may say you're so lucky that they even ask you questions.
yeah, because I wasn't sure what's going on. Because
Yeah.
like he was like, howdy there. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? I don't know. Maybe he thought I was like some sort of like weird social media dude that just does pranks. But at the same time, like in this climate, you just got to be hyper vigilant that you're not about to be taken away, And like back to your point, like when if I were to be asked by like a new grad nurse while I'm in the hospital, what did you do? I'm like, well, fuck, I wish I could do more, but like when you're in that moment, I was like, okay, I gotta put my family first. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
like try to fight back or anything. I'm just gonna like peacefully leave
Yeah.
because I don't know what could have happened.
Mhm.
What would you do because they're starting to come into hospitals now.
Mm.
What would you do if they're coming for your patient? What would you do?
Close all the doors and be like, you don't want to go in there. They got TB.
Yeah. Yeah. No, literally.
There hasn't been any training, and you would feel like some of these bigger hospitals who have more of a progressive stance usually would have more training on this. I mean, there's
Oh,
Christ-
it's coming.
crisis preventive interventions and all that stuff, but when it comes to like, I mean, I don't know. Well, let me slow down and let me ask the question. How do you feel about nurses carrying on the floor?
Carrying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No, I don't
know, bro.
think so.
I think a
That's-
patient's gonna
that's-
take it from somebody.
Yeah,
and
I've
go,
seen so
That
many.
yes. I
Locked,
think
locked firearm.
If it's locked, firearm,
But you don't
I
it
think
could be kind of good.
locked in the maybe.
In
I feel
charge
like
nurses.
maybe
Yeah,
our
It's in
security
the house soup
Yeah.
our
office.
security officers
House soup,
need to
no.
be more than just allied health security. Like
They have to be
Yeah.
armed.
yes, I feel
Yeah.
like they should be armed. As far as nurses, no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I said, being a vet, being like pro Second Amendment, I feel like as a nurse, that would take away from the trust that we could possibly build with patients and their families. Because when I see, I mean, I can be doing nothing wrong driving and there's a cop behind me and I'm nervous just because of their role.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm seeing nurses and I come in and I'm a patient and this nurse has a gun, like it's gonna be hard to build trust with me. And I know that's one of the first things I try to do is establish that open line to where that there's open communication and to build that trust with the patient. So I feel like it would take away carrying a weapon.
Yeah, I feel like there's already a lot of like extra jobs that we signed up for as a nurse. Like
Mhm.
I'm already a waiter with getting food. I'm like the what is it like what's facilities because I'm like fixing like the thermostat. Like I'm being like middleman between doctors and stuff. Like if I gotta worry about being a gunman too, bro. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
You're already a sharpshooter with IV.
I'm a sharpshooter with IV, only with IVs. Yeah, only with
Whatever.
IVs. I feel like I got stormtrooper aim with a gun, and that's why
We have medical restraints.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I can handle that one.
Give them a B-52. They'll be fine.
Yeah, that's too much dip in my chip right there. If you give me if you give me a gun, I don't think I could do that at work at least.
What if, oh man, I always open this before I even fully think it through. What if one of our social events for SwiftDrip is going to
The gun range?
shooting
Oh, I'm
range?
down.
I'd be down. I'd be
I'm
down for that.
so down.
I'd be
It's
down
been
for that.
so long since I've been
Yeah.
You're
to
not.
the gun range.
I'm not into it. I'm
Or clay shooting.
I'm not against guns. I just can't. Like, I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it. I don't know. I don't
Smallest-
think I'd ever be a nurse
Pew,
if
pew.
we ever had to carry guns. It's so
Mhm.
uncomfortable for me. I only
Yeah.
want to be seen as like healing. Like, I don't want to see that I could do any damage. Like, you don't know. And some of these nurses, not all nurses are right in the head, you know?
No, ma'am.
And so imagine, and some of these nurses have prejudice. Imagine if they flashed
Yeah.
a gun to a patient because they're not taking their med, or they're like, you know, they have psych issues and they're throwing their shit and they're like, dude. And just imagine. It's so scary. I can't do it. I can't even work in a psych unit.
Yeah, that'd be pretty crazy. Dang,
Okay.
take this med.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take
Yeah.
this med
Take
or
take this
no,
med.
what's
No,
up?
I
Yeah,
agree.
that's
I think
Oh my god.
this is a healing profession.
Swallow.
yeah, exactly.
Swallow. That's
Oh,
crazy.
That's so bad.
What's so
You
bad?
like me?
It's like just imagine like
Man.
that's also why he couldn't give me a
watching too
gun,
much
bro.
Heated
I'd just literally be like,
Just pistol whipping everybody.
I'd literally be like,
Take your meds, bitch.
So I'm saying, like,
do you want me to be?
but we laugh, but there could be someone
No,
that would
for
do
sure.
it.
No,
Oh,
it
100%.
would
That's
100%
why.
happen.
That's
We
why.
laugh because we're like, it's so ridiculous,
Like,
but there
it's-
are
No.
like,
no,
look at ICE agents.
It's not even
It's
just
so
that.
crazy.
Like I equate like what is happening with ICE and like they are literally hiring people on the fucking spot to be ICE agents.
They
No
look-
background check, no training, nothing. Hiring them on the
with
spot.
a bandana, like.
Yeah.
Go watch the Stanford prison experiment, and then come back.
I'm really scared. I don't want to. I want to live in a healing. I can't.
yeah.
It's so awful. They get out of a car, they jump you like they're a gang or they are a gang, and they have no repercussions. It's so scary.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, like I get like, what if you were taken and your wife and your kid don't even know?
It terrifies me.
Yeah,
I literally.
That's
They
why
would
I'm
literally.
like, I'm leaving. I could edit this stuff out, no problem.
Yeah.
He's all
No.
bite.
Yeah, you're like,
Bye.
"Oh, it is, yeah,
I was
it's
gonna
a-"
dance in front of my car, dude. That was gonna be the content.
God.
You're just hitting the gritty.
Yeah, I was
Like,
gonna
everybody- and ISIS just comes by, hey, stop that.
But I recently got shown a video in China. I guess it went viral. I didn't know, but it was like this guy that was like, "Oh, thank you, thank you, Trump, for sending me back home. My work didn't give me a vacation time, but I'll be back in 2 weeks." And then he recorded a video in Vegas or something, waving the flag, and
Literally,
he's like,
no.
"Yeah, I'm back."
I see all those types of videos all the time. It's like people who are getting deported to
Yeah.
Mexico, and it's
Yeah.
like 3 days later, motherfucker, I'm
Yeah,
back,
they're back,
bitch.
yeah.
Like,
But the
and
guy
it's
was like, "I want to thank Trump. I didn't get a vacation. My boss said no."
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. That's why I'm like, yeah, I get that paid vacation or unpaid
But what
vacation
about
out
the
there.
ones that you never hear from again?
I know
That's
those are the sad
what's
ones.
scary
ones.
because
Yeah.
Yeah.
honestly, like if you think about it, if this is what they are doing in front of people and
Yeah.
then trying to gaslight us into saying that's not what's happening, what do you think that they're doing in these detention centers?
Bro.
There was literally, you reposted it as well. There was a caregiver who got detained by ICE. I think it was a father, and his son died.
I saw
Because
someone
he
post,
was
this you, or
in-
was this you?
Yes, I think we both reposted
Yeah,
it.
it might have been. I saw it
His
like
son
briefly.
died
Yeah.
because he was the sole caregiver and ICE detained him. And I'm pretty sure, fact check me if I'm wrong, he was a U.S. citizen.
That's
both.
the awful part too, which I mean, either way, it's awful. Even if you aren't a citizen, you are a citizen. There's a process in which to do things, and none of these
process.
people are accounted for. So we don't know if they showed up where they're supposed. Like, we don't know if they were properly deported. Because what if, like, yeah,
Like, could you imagine being like one of those home health nurses who goes to take supplies and check pick lines and check this and check that, and you get there and this boy is dead, and you're like, well, where's the dad? And no one knows. Like, how do you, as a nurse, like, how would you handle that?
That dad probably didn't even know. Well, maybe he has an idea that his son.
No,
passed.
he's out now. Like he's
fuck.
aware, but he was detained for what was it, a couple days? Like
oh my God.
I it's been a couple days since I've read
He's
the article.
probably telling them, like, I have a son who's
No,
sick.
for sure he was.
And they're like,
they don't care.
pistol whip.
Yeah. No, I gotta fact check. I'm not sure if the dad's out yet. Actually, I know. I was about to say fact check while
I'm gonna fact
He
check.
probably
but
doesn't want to
because
be out at this
because
point.
I saw videos because the son was in the hospital for 30 days apparently. With what I was reading was, I think a peg tube infection is what happened.
A peg.
Yeah, because I know the kid had, or the dude, not the kid. He's the same age as me. He's 30. Well, not same age, but older. He's 30 years old. If I understand, like he had videos of like begging like the public, like, can you release my dad, please? Like I need my
Oh, I thought
dad.
he was a
And then
5-year-old.
apparently, no, he's 30.
Oh.
Like, dude, he was a caregiver for
He-
30 years.
Yeah,
Oh.
so the son is 30. He
Mhm.
died on Friday
2
the
days.
23rd from complications related to Pompe disease,
Pompe disease.
POMPE.
That's a special one. But then I think I read something
Wait, is
about
he-
how
is
there's
he
a
older?
So the
feeding tube
father has
infection.
been detained since October 28th. And this is kind of circling back and resurfacing in the
Mhm.
news because he was the sole caregiver for this 30-year-old son.
Yeah.
His son died, and he's been requesting to go to the son's funeral,
Yep.
and he's been denied.
Yeah. I actually, what's crazy and why I think this story hit harder, and going back to what we were talking about, is like why I love and hate nursing is I like stories. What I hate about nursing is not knowing the end of the story. And then for me, this is crazy because I remember seeing the headline of the dad getting detained back in October. And then now to see the headline of his son dying, it's like, oh, this is how the story's going. It's like he's been like I just kept like I saw this while at the gym, and I literally just like sat down for like I think like 45 minutes just kind of like thinking about like being the caregiver of your son, for giving up your life to dedicate to your son, which every father does in the first place, but like to give up everything just to be the caregiver, and then to be taken away from your son. And then it's already tough enough where you're the parent bearing the kid, you know. Most of the time in a happy ending is the parent or the child buries the parents, you know. But now it's the opposite, which is like an
And-
unfathomable like type of pain that like it's one of a kind.
And
It's-
they're not even.
and he's not
letting
even
him
he wasn't
out.
there for his son's like last moments, but he was there for his son's first moments in this life, you know. I mean, think of it like that dude is like let's say he was like 30 years old when he had him, you know. He had a whole life before having this kid. Then when he had the kid, that is his life, and then it's been robbed, and then now he's being robbed of the opportunity to like give him a proper burial too. It's like and then like it's not even, from what I've done my research too, it's like ICE isn't even giving a proper like response. They're just like, oh well, like what you're saying, we'll do investigations. So it's just like, it's like completely upsetting, you know. That's why I'm like, the more that I look at social media every day, the more I see like stuff that is just like usually I feel like I could brush it off, but it's like it actually does like make me more paranoid and more like annoyed whenever I see stuff online now. I feel like it's affecting my day-to-day life.
Me too.
Like I just feel more like I want to close off because I see stuff like that more. And then if I know social media shouldn't be entirely for just that, but when I see stuff and then it makes me like not want to go out either too. Like I just want to stay in, and it feels wrong to know like so much is going on, and then it could really happen to like any of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so it's just like I feel like it's just like fucking up my mood like this past month.
It's really affecting my mental health
Yeah.
for sure.
I didn't think it like whenever I'll be honest, whenever people said like seeing all the bad news and stuff would like affect their mental health, I would be like, that's crazy. Like just put on like some stupid like videos or something, you know. But then now I'm like, oh, it actually is, and I didn't even realize until like maybe like a couple of days ago. I was like, why am I more like pissed off? I'm more irritable. Even at work, usually I'm like, I want to talk with people and like I just want to shoot the shit. Lately, I've just like I want to, you know, do my stuff, take care of my patients, then like chill in my own corner.
Mhm.
And then I'm like, the only thing I could think of is that it's pinpointing because of like so much stuff happening.
I can definitely relate. I think right after Renee Good, there was PTSD I didn't even know I had from last June that was coming up. I wasn't sleeping. I was having nightmares. I was pissed off. I wasn't leaving the house because I was scared. I was worried, you know, because I have Asian family members. My daughter, you know, like I'm genuinely scared every day that they go to school. And
Yeah, literally, like you know, me and my son, we go on walks every morning, like, and I don't ever think to like bring ID, but now I fucking do.
yeah,
You know, it's those micro changes that it's like, oh shit, this is actually affecting me right now, and now I have to change my behaviors because I could get snatched up. That's fucked up.
it's scary.
Yeah. I'm like scared for my parents too sometimes. Like I think like it could happen to them, and then to be here in LA when they're back home in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
I like, you know, like I want to be there for my parents, especially when it's like when it matters the most. I feel like those are times that matters the most. Yeah. So that shit's pissing me off.
I feel so bad you guys are dealing with this. I was like posting milk tea stories. Like
Honestly,
It was a good
honestly,
It was a good reset. It was a good
Honestly,
it's
reset.
a good recipe.
It was a
too.
good
Like,
reset. I was
you
like,
need
oh
to
shit.
just keep posting that stuff, because that's what, honestly, like those types of things that come up on my feed randomly, or like those stories that I click through, like I'll hit like a random funny like compilation video of people tripping, or a random like cat video that I'm always posting or sending to you. That kind of brings me back down, because it will just be video after video of like ice this, ice that, news this, Trump this, like, and my anxiety level gets so high, and then I can see a video about milk tea and I'm like, okay. And then honestly,
all is
those
good.
are the videos that help me just put my phone down. So keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good little reset from like that's why like when the 5-year-old kid Liam got like when the news came out, I remember exactly where I was. I was at work. I saw that. I was like, fuck, I already know a lot of people are gonna post this. I don't want to keep posting a lot too, because it's like I don't want to keep seeing it too much, but I know turning a blind eye is wrong, but I know a lot of people are gonna post about
Do
it.
you see the cracks in my phone?
Dang.
I threw it.
Kind of. You threw it?
I
Yeah,
threw it.
dude. It is like I saw that, I was like, what the fuck? And then it's like also like
He's a child.
dude, yeah, it's like the photo of it too, like him wearing his little
Little
Spider-Man
beanie, yeah.
beanie. It's like super like disheartening.
It is.
But then after Liam, then it's like, okay, I just gotta take a step back. Like waiting for the GoFundMe link to drop. I'll pay it forward, you know, like do what I can to help out. And then fucking 2 days later, the whole Alex Preddy thing. I was like, in the same week, are you kidding me?
But honestly, like, I think what kind of helps like level me out a little bit is trying to look at it from like a different point of view and thinking, okay, like this tragedy is bringing together the community in such a, it's tragic, but in a positive way. Because I was watching live videos like the day that Alex got shot and murdered. I saw the community come together, and I was watching a live of them make like the memorial with the candles, and like I watched somebody sage the whole place, and then there were like indigenous, like Native Americans with their drums, and they were chanting. And so like it really did like give me like a view and a perspective of like, we are a good community. Bad things are just happening.
Mm-hmm.
So we just need to focus on that and keep reminding ourselves that, you know, we are all together in this, like together. So I try.
Yeah.
that's a great way to think about it. You gave me goosebumps again. That's a good way. I like that. I
Moment
like
of
that.
silence.
Yeah. Damn, man. Yeah, that's some heavy ass topics.
I mean, we're coming hard in
Are
you guys
season
criers?
2.
I am.
I'm usually not.
No one
I
start,
am-
okay?
I am a crier. When you started talking about the son and the funeral,
Yeah.
like I was just like,
I'm usually not, but then to see that really go full circle again, it's like,
I've had a really shit day today too. So.
fuck, bro.
Oh, me too. I was venting to Matt about it.
You want to talk about to the class?
Let's
No.
do it.
Yeah.
No, it's just like some people I'm like, why even be a provider if you don't really want to help? Like why? Like I can't understand it. If it's for money, like it doesn't make sense. There's so many other careers that can make just as much or more. If you don't
What kind
like
of provider
to do
was this person?
This NP actually.
Hardly any money.
They're not.
What do you?
I was gonna say they're not
Exactly.
making that
Exactly.
much.
That's why I'm just like,
You
for
come back to the
what?
bedside's always ready to take a
You know where home's at.
Yeah, exactly.
God, this, I don't know, just this NP, like, brushed off my concern of clotting and the Foley, and she was already so sick. Not going to get into heavy detail, but he comes to assess. I'm like, oh, fuck, it's this NP, and he already has, like, a rep of being, like, not a great, just, you know, no details. He just, oh, look, it's fine. So irrigates this Foley, puts a lot more, not getting too much back. So there's a discrepancy of how much he's putting in, what he's getting back. And he just tells me, oh, the Foley's fine. There's no clots. Urine is clear. This patient, I'm telling the hospitalist, like, this is not fine. I don't feel comfortable. Like, I just don't feel comfortable in this situation right now. And so the surgeon comes. He comes, assesses, and he's like, oh, he bumps a case, and he puts her in for a cystoscopy immediately. She goes in and she gets it done. I see that she's been admitted to PACU. So I'm like, okay, great. We had some doubts whether or not she would make it because it was a double-edged sword. Do we treat this? Do we not? Whatever. And then while I'm in a room with a patient, I just hear like rapid for recovery. And then 2 minutes later, code blue. And then I guess they never ended the code, but then I heard like 15 minutes later, like, code blue in CSU. And I'm thinking, okay, is this still her? Because I don't know if they finished the recovery or this is a separate person or whatever. So it's actually her in the CSU. They give me a call to bring her belongings down. And I see her, like, on the bed with, like, she's intubated, blood, just awful. And I'm just thinking, like, I went back to my unit. I went to go look at his progress note. I printed it out and I gave it to my charge nurse to give it to the director tomorrow to show that he wrote no blood clots, like Foley, like clear urine, and just like, and he was like on his phone after, and he was just like, oh, he was just not even really looking at me, listening to my concerns. He didn't even stop to listen to me when I was like, you were putting a lot more in and not getting too much back. There's so much fluid in there from you. And he's just like, it's fine. You just have to advance it more. And I was so frustrated. And so that's why I printed out his progress note and I gave it to the director. Or I gave it for her to receive it tomorrow.
Sorry.
Oust him. What's his name? I'm just kidding.
That's a lot, but honestly, like,
What's his NPI?
honestly, like, I feel like you have learned a lot, or you know to do a lot more than I would have when I was a baby nurse like you, because knowing to, like, make sure that you're printing stuff out and aware of what's being charted and to use your voice and, like, to have the balls to go up to your charge nurse and be like, here. Like, no, like, when you're a nurse farther down the road, you're going to be chef's kiss, baby girl.
Suddenly all doctors are like, reread the note. They're
No,
starting to print
literally,
them out.
No, because it's literally like they need to be checked sometimes. Like, they get complacent. And that's, I think, a lot of our role as a nurse is to check that and be like, skirt. No, check yourself.
Yeah, I just feel so frustrated that I didn't, like, shout at him outside the room. Like, no, you put in, like, 300 and got back, like, 50.
What would you need to put in 300 for an
There's-
irrigator?
He would put in, usually you put in, like, a syringe full, like 50 or
Yeah.
something, and then you test it to see if it comes out. Why did he flush, like, 60, 60, 60 before even trying to take any out?
Stop.
I was literally just shocked, and I didn't know what to do in front of the patient because I'm not trying to alert the family, like, but I'm just there like, huh? Like, what's going on? And I had to go tell the hospital this exactly what happened. I was like, I don't know if this is right. Do you think it's right? And she went in and...
Was this a urology NP or just an NP?
So he's a urology NP, I guess. But also he does, like, because he's an NP for a specific family doctor. But then this is a different patient. The urologist told me he was going to send someone. And this guy shows up.
It's probably with the same.
There's a reason why I texted the urologist. I didn't want him. I wanted the other guy.
Sounds like a kickback moment.
Imagine this clip goes viral and that person loses his job. Good riddance.
Peace, motherfucker.
Actually, yeah, I wouldn't feel bad because I've seen him with other patients back when I first started, and he just doesn't care.
Damn.
He just seems like
If you don't
annoyed if family even asks any questions.
If you can't have good bedside manner, then you can get the fuck out. Just like ice.
Yes.
On that lovely, lovely note, that's our time. It was a great
That was
episode.
a great episode.
Fuck ice.
That ended
Fuck
so
ice.
Fuck
cleanly
Trump.
too.
Yeah.
Fuck